Hi there, everybody. I'm Bridget Mackay. I'm an attorney in Petaluma, and we focus on estate planning and elder law. This is a video blog about Larry King. God rest his soul. So we were sorry to lose Larry King, but I'm sure as you've seen in the media, a lot of fighting over his estate. And reading the articles, I was surprised to find, well, number one, that after being in the media for so long, his estate was valued at $2 million. But upon further inspection, he has a bunch of other production companies that probably have more value than that under a trust. So what is the big hoopla over Larry King's estate? And it is that he did what's called a holographic will. That's a handwritten will done by the decedent, who in their own handwrites what they want to see happen and signs and dates it. Formal wills typically are typewritten, hopefully done with the help of an attorney, and they're witnessed by two disinterested witnesses who witnesses the decedent's signature. So the will in question that Larry King created was done 2 months after he filed for divorce and gave his estate to his children. Sadly, prior to his death and after writing this handwritten will or holographic will, 2 of his children died. So this estate is in upheaval because, number one, there is not a formal document that is clearly giving his wishes, although a handwritten will is considered legal. The only time it isn't considered legal is if someone can make an argument that it was written under undue influence, which is exactly what his ex-wife is doing, because she has now filed as well. So there's a huge court battle over his estate, who it goes to, who's going to be his executor. And in many ways, I can understand why Larry hand wrote that will. It was 2 months after filing for divorce. This was his, I believe, 7th wife. He, even though married to her for 22 years, he was older and thinking about his end. And frankly, it's hard to do estate planning in the midst of a divorce. But I believe Miranda has recently done a blog on that, so you should check that out too. The only thing, if I could say something or give some advice to Larry, would be do your will formally with an attorney. Because now what he did write, what we assume was his intent, is going to go through a huge court battle. And there's not a lot of money to fight over. $2 million is a lot of money. I would think it would be more for him. But when you're in a legal fight, it dwindles really quickly. So what is our takeaway? He is definitely a cautionary tale. And the takeaway is, guess what, folks? You can do estate planning in the midst of a divorce. You can do it formally. And you must hire someone who knows what they're doing, like an estate planning attorney who does this work, in order to do it. Because Larry could have afforded it, but he chose not to. And now his family, his children, whom he wanted to protect and provide for, and his ex-wife, who maybe he didn't want to protect and provide for, are now locking horns. And it's a chaotic, painful, emotional transition for him, which is a sad legacy to leave. So if you don't want to leave a legacy like Larry King, go see an experienced attorney in estate planning and get your estate plan done correctly.